Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something super important for anyone in the UK, but especially if you're going to be eligible to vote soon or are already voting, and that's how we elect our mayors in the future. You might be used to the first past the post system. Basically, whoever gets the most votes wins. But for your local mayoral elections that are coming, it's about to get a little different. We're talking about something called the Supplementary Vote System, and it's actually pretty cool once you get your head around it. So what is the Supplementary Vote, or SV for short? Well, it's a voting system designed to make sure the person who wins has broader support from the community. Unlike first past the post where you only get one X, with SV you get two choices on your ballot paper. Now imagine your ballot paper, instead of just having one box next to each candidate, you'll have two columns. In the first column, you put an X next to the candidate you genuinely want to be mayor. This is your first preference. In the second column, you put an X next to your second preference. This is like your backup choice, the person you'd be happy with if your first choice doesn't make it. You don't have to pick a second preference if you really don't have one, but it's often a good idea to use it. And no, you can't put two X's for the same person. That just counts as one vote for them. Now here's where it gets interesting. How they count your votes. The first preference count. First they count all the X's in the first preference column. So in scenario A, if any candidate gets more than 50% of the first preference votes, boom, they're elected straight away. Simple. Scenario B is if no one hits that 50% mark, which is often the case when there are lots of candidates, we go to the next stage. Step 2, the second round, or the runoff. All the candidates except for the top two, the ones with the most first preference votes, are eliminated. It's a bit like a political knockout round. Now for everyone whose first choice was one of those eliminated candidates, their second preference vote comes into play. If their second preference was for one of the two remaining candidates, that vote gets added to that candidate's total. Any second preferences for candidates who were also eliminated, or if you didn't mark as second preferences, those votes don't get transferred. And finally, the candidate with the most votes after this redistribution of second preferences is declared the winner. They don't necessarily need over 50% of all the original votes, just the most at the end of the second round. So why should we use SV? What's the system? What's the point? Wider support. The big one is that it encourages candidates to appeal to a broader range of voters, not just their core supporters. They need those second preference votes. It means the winning mayor is more likely to have a backing of a larger portion of the population. More meaningful vote. For you, the voter, it means your vote might count even if your first choice doesn't win. It gives you a stronger voice and reduces the feeling of a wasted vote that sometimes happens with first past the post. Less tactical voting pressure. You can vote for the candidate you truly love as your first choice without feeling like you're throwing your vote away. Then your second choice can be a more strategic pick if you want. So to quickly recap, you get two votes, a first preference and a second preference. First count, if someone gets over 50% of the first choices, they win. No majority? Top two candidates go head to head. Second preference is counted. Votes from eliminated candidates get transferred. Most votes wins. Understanding how these systems work is crucial for a healthy democracy. Your vote has power, and knowing how it's counted helps you to use that power effectively. So, what do you think? Let us know in the comments below or on our social media channels, and if you've enjoyed this video, give it a big old thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our future updates and content. Thanks for watching.